When it comes to riding your bike, there's a lot of different things that we need to think about as far as strength training. Today's variation of the hip lift with your back on the bench is going to help you to take the hamstrings out a little bit and teach you how to get the glutes active to increase your posterior chain and help you ride down the road a whole lot stronger. A lot of us like to think about hip lifts in helping us to develop the posterior chain, so to speak. But there's one small variation or change you can make in a variation that will help you. The big change is the back on the bench. This is going to allow you to get a stretch onto the glute coming down through the full range of motion. The other change, as Rodana's doing here, is lifting your toes up towards the ceiling. What we're now doing is putting a little bit of tension in through the anterior tibialis, muscles that we have to use to help us pick our toes up over the top of the pedal stroke, and allows you to get a little bit more glute firing because your hamstrings are in a little bit of a more supportive position as you're going through. Let's take a look at what that would actually look like. So as she's coming down, you'll notice, or coming up rather, so you'll notice she's keeping her midsection locked in. She's not pushing her hips too far up, and she's just focused on keeping the glutes nice and active as she goes through. One thing we want to try and make sure is keeping the shoulders back and relaxed just a little bit more. Eyes on the belly button all the way through, and driving through the heel of both legs. Now, as you do this, it's really important to pay attention that you are pulling those toes up to the ceiling as much as you can. Now, as she begins to fatigue, what will happen is one of two things. Either she's going to drop her toes down to the ground to cheat, or she's going to start to use her hamstrings or quadriceps to overpower and take over for the glutes. You know that you're done with your set when you reach that. However, most of you should start off with a set of anywhere from 5 to 8. And we really want great glute activation. You'll notice here that she's doing a really great job of keeping the ribcage and pelvis together as she's learned here through the McGill crunch and a couple of the other exercises which you can check out up above. So this is the hip lift back on bench, ankles only. Use it sparingly, but use it at the right time. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful to help you be able to understand how to tap into your glutes to get more strength and to turn off your quadriceps, make sure you're hitting the subscribe button and the bell down below, and head on over to the Human Vortex Training website for your free gift. See you guys over there.